Welcome back to the Inside Edge with Wes Cusworth and Mark Brunga. And Mark, of course, I'm so impressed that so many clubs are starting to embrace this notion that cricket is a sport for everybody.
Absolutely, Wes, and some of the clubs popping up with all abilities programs at the moment. Bell Park have one coming up this Sunday, the 7th of February, starting at 9:30am, an all abilities program there, and I believe they're not the first, Wes.
That's right. St Joseph's Cricket Club have been particularly proactive in this space. Under the guidance of Rick Thompson in particular, I caught up with one of the participants in Joshua Rawkins. Josh, welcome to the program. Tell us about the All Abilities program at St Joseph's.
Yeah, absolutely. So we had 15 people come up to St Joey's Cricket Club last week. Basically, there's a program for a 5-week program where kids with disabilities have the opportunity to play cricket.
Cricket obviously is a sort of sport that interests people from all facets of the community.
Absolutely. I always say, if you've been given an opportunity to play sport, St Joseph's have given us the opportunity to now play cricket, and now we've all taken it.
Tell us about who was in charge and the sorts of things that you might have done on the first occasion.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got a head coach called Rick Thompson. The stuff that we basically did was some fielding, some bowling, some stretching, and basically this week I've been given the opportunity to basically take one of the runs.
Looks like everybody was making themselves right at home wearing the St Joseph's colours, so there was great pride taken in that, no doubt.
Absolutely. I always say, I'm always very honoured to wear, beautiful colours, and St Joey's have, provided us with a beautiful polo, a cap, and hopefully one day we'll be even given opportunity to play for an All Abilities competition.
Were you really pleased to know that St Joseph's were looking in this direction?
Oh, absolutely. I played for St Joey's All Abilities netball as well on a Friday night, and Lou Atkins, one of the mothers of a footballer who plays in Geelong, coaches us, and just being given an opportunity to play sport, as I said before, is just an absolute dream come true.
Now, I believe that you have a nickname that I'm hoping doesn't scare too many people off, but tell us a bit about your nickname and how you got that.
Yeah, sure. So my nickname is Beast. How I got it is when I used to play football up in Melbourne. I remember grabbing this guy, and some parent, I could hear him in the background yelling, "That was a beastly tackle," and then it basically stood.
And you're still involved in other sports. You made mention of a bit of netball, All Abilities netball, but I believe that you've also got a really strong interest in football.
Yes, that is correct. So I basically play for an All Abilities football team called the Geelong Dragons. I was fortunate to also captain the club 3 years ago.
And in terms of your involvement with the Falcons?
Yeah, so basically I run water for the Geelong Falcons. Mick Turner was my big boss, but now it's Tom Lonigan and Paul Corrigan.
So do you see All Abilities cricket as something that might take off around our region?
Oh, absolutely. I'm hoping that, people all around Geelong can look at this now and say, I'd love to bring my kid involved, and basically, come down to St Joey's. They're always such a welcoming club, and just come down and have a hit. It doesn't matter what disability you have, just go out there and have some fun.
I believe that CareSpace has played a significant role in your development.
Yes, it has. So basically, CareSpace is a disability organisation. It's been going for the last 2 years. So Jai Smith, who has 3 wonderful kids, they've all gone to St Joey's, and CareSpace is just an organisation who's helped me along the path with all my mental health and everything like that. And they've also taken me to cricket every Thursday night.
What a great program to see, and our thanks to Wombat Photography for the use of images for that particular story. Well, Mark, plenty of action across the course of last weekend. No doubt there were some things that really caught your attention.
Certainly was, Wes, and the one that caught my eye the most was Anthony Grace out at Corio. He had an absolute day out. He made 170 for his club off just 142 balls. Now, listen to this. 1 6, but 21 fours hit for the day, so over 80 of his runs coming in boundaries, which was just absolutely magnificent.
Between he and his partners across the course of the day, there was still plenty of running between wickets happening, though, with a score like that.
Absolutely, it was a big score and a big win for Corio too, so they'll be very pleased with that. And the other outstanding innings of the round was Sam Stoneley, who we know is a very big hitter, and he hit 79 runs for Thompson on the weekend, 4 fours and 6 sixes. So not a bad knock. I don't think he was doing much running between the wickets.
No, not at all. He is a big hitting fellow, and he obviously would enjoy the opportunity to just maybe recline there on the bat and just watch the fieldsman go and retrieve the ball. So
Absolutely.
the popular Englishman from Thompson. Well, Mark, let's take a look at the upcoming games for this weekend that have really captured your attention, beginning with GCA 3.
Yep, well, GCA 3 are the flavour of the month at the moment, Wes. It's a really tight competition there at the moment, and there's two cracking games coming up this weekend. First of all, it's 1v2, Geelong West v Lethbridge, so that's a really important game for both sides. Geelong West win, they'll go clear on top, and if Lethbridge win, well, they'll take over top spot from Geelong West, so there's a lot riding on that game.
How good have Lethbridge been? They've been super impressive in this competition this season.
They've taken all before them this year, and don't think a lot of people would have predicted them to be, potentially vying for top spot, 2/3 of the way through the year. So congrats to Lethbridge. They've done really, really well. And the other game that's of interest is 5v6, Bannockburn and Newcomen District. And it could be last chance hotel for Newcomen District because they sit in 6th place and they really, really need the win to stay in touch with the top 4. And if they lose it, they might just lose touch with it. And of course, Bannockburn needs the win to also keep in touch with the top 4 themselves. So a lot riding on both of those contests on the weekend.
Yeah, Banno in recent times hasn't been quite at the top of their game, so they do need to turn things around.
Absolutely. Division 2, a real mouth-watering one, Wes. We see a replay of the T20 Grand Final. Bellpost Hill are hosting Marshall, and I'm tipping this is going to be, in the words of Lou Richards, a ring-a-ding-ding battle, this one. I reckon it is going to be a beauty, and could it be a Grand Final preview?
Could be, and I think that what will suit Bellpost Hill, the longer form of the game will suit Bellpost Hill without a doubt. I think they're better at the cricket, obviously in a 50-over context as opposed to T20, and I think were we playing 2-day cricket, they'd be better again. But the reality is I think this will be a really even game.
Absolutely, and I think whoever wins will probably go into the finals with favouritism, I think.
Well, we're rapidly accelerating towards that. It's hard to believe,
Absolutely.
isn't it, that we've got 6 weeks effectively of the home and away season to go before we do hit finals, and then that'll be all over in a couple of consecutive Saturdays. So the season is rapidly drawing towards its conclusion.
And not to be too political, Wes, but let's keep our fingers crossed that this year we do get finals.
Let's hope so. And as I mentioned, Mark, in GCA 1, I really think the game that is the one of particular interest is North Geelong versus South Barwon. I think the seamers on both sides are both high quality. I think that the interesting blend of youth and experience at South Barwon will be a fabulous match-up for North Geelong, who are just absolutely flying at the moment. The Magpies looking to secure a second consecutive premiership, no doubt.
And it's good to see that young Van Matheson inspired the Magpies to a win in his first game of cricket on the weekend. I'm sure Maddie and Tom would have been very, very pleased with that as well.
Indeed. Hope you've enjoyed the Inside Edge with Wes Cusworth and Mark Brunga this week, and we look forward to catching you again next Friday night, and we trust that your cricket is good cricket across the course of this weekend.